Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the beautiful town of Berwick, Nova Scotia. You are watching the Under-13 AAA Provincials here on High Button Sports. It's the host Jets taking on the Pictou County Crushers here live from the Apple Dome, aka the Kings Mutual Center in Berwick, in the Annapolis Valley of the province. It's been quite the day so far here on Friday here in Berwick. Here's a look at the standings in Pool B, which is where the Jets and Crushers are both taking part in. So the way the tournament works, top two teams from each pool will advance to the semifinals on Sunday morning. The Wings, with their win over the Halifax Hawks this afternoon, propelled themselves to first in the pool. Wings and Jets played last night, of course, in the tournament opener game. That game ended in a 3-3 tie, so the Jets are currently in third place in the pool, while the Crushers, with a regulation loss to the Hawks in their first game, 4-2, have them in last place as it stands right now. But they could jump up to second place perhaps with a win, and the Jets could also tie for first depending on how many goals they score and give up. Starting in goal will be number 29, Emily Lund for the Valley on the right side of your screen wearing green. And then 200 feet the other way, it's going to be Isaac Hayden for Pictou County as we're underway live from Berwick, Nova Scotia. It's the final game of the day here on Friday evening. There's an early chance it's going to be fought off, as looks like it will be Jace Galley, getting the start, number 35, not 29. So pardon me, I already made a mistake, and we're just a few seconds into the game as Andrews looking to burst wide. Landon Andrews had a great game yesterday, and he'll look to have another one here. The Jets want to be successful in this one. So it will be Galley for the Valley and Hayden for Pictou County in net, just to be clear, as here's Thomas Varon. Varon up for Brooks. Brooks will move it ahead for Andrews. Landon Andrews trying to dipsy his way by the defender, but can't get by the stick of Seth Robley, number 10 for Pictou County. That will make its way out of the zone off the funny hop off the wall. Last player back is Varon, but has a good forecheck from Lucas Cameron. That will be an icing call because Varon got there first. Take a look at the top scores after the first day of the tournament yesterday. Landon Andrews had a pair of goals to his name to lead the tournament in scoring after the first 4 games were played, but a 4-point afternoon from Grayson O'Donnell for Cole Harbour has him at the top of the point leaderboard. We'll get an updated graphic for you tomorrow on all the top scores, but that's the scores as of right now. That's going to be kept in the zone by the Valley as we're 1 minute into the first period. Crushers looking to clear. It's going to be worked ahead by Marchand, looking to center ice for Zaxton Bond. Bond scored a goal in the opening game for the Crushers. There's a shot on goal. It's going to be fought off by Isaac Hayden. Puck in the corner. There's another shot from Slomlight this time. Save made by Hayden. So he's up to 3 shots now here, not even a minute and a half into the first period. That's going to be sent down by Pictou County, and that will be enough for icing. Appreciate you all tuning in for this evening's contest. A great crowd on hand once again here in the Valley. They've been getting some local support from the Annapolis area of the province. It's been great to see everyone come out. It's a free charge to come watch these games, so if you're watching at home and you want to come out but you can't afford it, well, guess what? You don't have to be able to afford it because it's free. It's the beauty of under-13 AAA hockey. As Taylor will try and work it ahead, it's going to be picked off by the defender in neutral ice. That was Lydia Gillen. Zabi worked in deep. Coleman collects the puck from Galley. Up for Taylor now. Through center. Graves will try and advance the puck. It's going to be picked off by Bozen in neutral ice. Here comes Nolter. We'll try and work it through the middle. It's going to bounce off a defender's stick. Play to center. Here's Nathan Cameron. Nathan Cameron will poke it into the zone. As Nathan and Lucas Cameron are brothers, but they're no relation to Clark Cameron, I believe. That's what I was told before the game. There's 3 Camerons on the team. There's a chance for McNaughton. He'll let a shot go. That will go through the crease. Here's Cameron up top. That being Clark Cameron. He'll play it in deep. Clark Cameron a brother of Jack Cameron, who plays for the Weeks Majors in the U18 Major League on High Button Sports. Here's McNaughton, takes a pass up top of the shot go up high. That will sail over the net past the glove of Galley, reaching up and high to try and catch that one. Centering pass will go off a defender's stick. It's going to come free. Here's McLeod. McLeod up for McNaughton. Shot will go wide past the glove side of the southpaw netminder. There's a rebound chance sent off the pad as McNaughton will fake the slap shot, plays it in deep. Here's McLeod, back up top. McNaughton will corral it and shoot one low. Tipped on goal. That will hit a stick and go up and high over the net. Might have hit the blocker of the netminder. It's still 0-0. Here comes Varon. Edwin Varon had a great game yesterday himself as he'll try and work into the zone, but it's going to be defended off of his stick. You know, the Pictou County Crushers coaching staff will be circling number 17 and 96 on their scorecard. If they're trying to defend those two superstars for the Valley, that's a chance on goal by McLeod that will be fought into the corner as he was defended wide of the net. Puck will make its way to the center ice circle. It's going to be flipped back towards the Valley zone. Back to retrieve it is Thomas Varon, but good forecheck from Zaxton Bond will fit the puck down low. Crushers have it off the turnover, off the forecheck. Here is Archer Marchand as he'll turn it over. Brooks has the puck on his stick now for the Valley. Bryce Brooks will play it in deep as Robley will fire it up the wall. Crushers have possession in their own zone. Here's Cameron, Lucas Cameron, number 15. That's going to be turned over. Here comes Edwin Varon. Will try and go wide. Still has the puck on the circle. Varon shot up high. Just goes over the net. Looking to open the scoring here at the Apple Dome. As that will make its way to the opposite wall. Picked up by Cooper Best in the blue line. Best, nice move to get himself inside the corner. Best working his way down the wall, now behind the net. Best has the puck. Still, as he'll try and cycle it, it's going to be picked off. Crusher is anticipating the drop pass as Marchand looking to find the loose puck, but Cooper Best gets back in time to get the puck right back on his stick. It's like glue for him sometimes, that stick on the puck. Here's Marchand trying to create another turnover down low. Expect the Pictou County Crushers to work the puck in deep and try and turn over the puck off of forecheck. Here comes Andrews. Shot up high, he scores! Landon Andrews over the shoulder into the top shelf. Number 96 goes all the way, and the Jets strike first here in Berwick. His third goal of the tournament. You can't stop this kid right now. Number 96 Andrews scores again. I said it at the start of the first game, it almost looks too easy for him out there at times. Landon Andrews picks his spot over the shoulder, and it is 1-0 for the Valley. What a beautiful release from number 96. Gets the puck again. Andrews' shot will just go off the stick and in the corner as Hayden had to be sharp there. And how about a tournament for Landon Andrews so far? And what a season as well for number 96 in green and blue. Worked ahead. Here's Board trying to respond for Pictou County. It's going to be picked up down low. Here's Charlie Morris trying to get by the forecheck. It's going to work free. Here's Amaro. Morris gets it back. Nearly turned over as Andrews gets the puck off of Lydia Gillen's stick. Here comes Landon Andrews. Will take it back behind his own net. As he announces goal, here is Andrews with the puck. Will take it on the near side. There's a collision at center ice between him and Gillen. Here's Slomwhite. As he'll take a tumble near the blue line. Andrews looking for the puck back. It's going to be worked up ahead by Amaro, and he'll chip it into the zone. Here comes Judson Galliot with the puck as there's 9 minutes to go now in the opening frame. Landon Andrews just scored to make it 1-0. There's a change for the Jets. Nearly was too many, and it is. 6 fingers up from the referee. That means they had too many players on the ice. The Valley took a bench minor. So a chance for Pictou County to tie the game on the power play. Let's see what they got in store for us now. They'll send out McLeod, Nathan Cameron, Kellen McNaughton. Taking the face-off there is Cameron. So looks like number 14, Clark Cameron's out there as well. And I believe Charlie Nottler will be the 5th player on the ice for Pictou County. Puck is dropped. One back. Here's McNaughton. McNaughton shot low looking for the tip. That's going to be played on goal. Directed to the corner by Galley. McNaughton gets the puck back up top on the power play. Plays the half wall. Here's Cameron. Nathan Cameron puts a move on the wall. Back up top for McNaughton. He'll drag in the middle. Back for Cameron. Has some space. He'll walk in and use his space and shoot one low off the pad of Galley. Rebound in the corner. Back up top, McNaughton will walk the line. Plays it back for Cameron. Here's Nathan Cameron shooting one. That's going to go off the body of the defender in front, Brennan Kinsman. Cameron gets it back on the half wall, hesitates with the puck. Pass to the middle, it's going to be picked off. Comes free in the bottom of the circle. Backhander. That's going to be fought off by Galley. Whistle blows prematurely. As McNaughton and Nathan Cameron headlining this power play so far. The puck goes through those two. As we'll have a whistle and a face-off to the blocker side of the southpaw netminder. Sorry, that will be the glove side. Already get myself confused up here with the silly hand goalie. One back on the power play. Here's Robley. Oh, played in deep. It's going to be picked off by the Valley. Chance for Watts to clear. Kept in. There's a pass from McLeod down low. Comes free in front off the rebound. Another chance. Kept out. As right and tight was Nathan Cameron. As he'll collect the puck down low again. Here is Cameron, number 7 for Pictou County. He'll play it back to the line. And we're halfway through the power play. It's going to be worked back in deep. Cameron back up top. Here's a shot from up high. It's going to be blocked by Edwin Barron. Rebound sent towards the goal off the pad as Galley makes the save and rebound cleared away. Here comes Barron. Edwin Barron, shorthanded as he'll get disrupted on his way through the middle of the ice. No call on the play. It's going to be worked back into the zone. Here's Robley. Seth Robley with 34 seconds to go in the power play. Makes a move on his own blue line. Robley enters the zone, but it's going to be offside at the line, which will stop play. Face-off will be just outside the Valley zone on the near side. Slomwhite will take the draw against Bond. Puck dropped. One back at Pictou County. It's going to be worked over by Nottler. Here's Marchand down low out of the corners. Still 20 seconds of power play time for the Crushers. That's going to be rimmed around the wall, and that will get by the defender at the blue line, which will make the puck go all the way down the ice. Here's Bond. That will bounce off of his stick. Andrews looking for the puck. Here comes Landon Andrews. Short-handed. He'll let a shot go that will bounce its way into the corner. As we're back to 5 apiece, the Jets kill off the penalty. Here's Marchand. Archer Marchand trying to work his way down the ice as he's met at the red line by Landon Andrews, who will steer it back inside the Crusher zone with 6:40 to go. Nice move behind the net by Bozen, who fakes out the forecheck. Here's Lucas Cameron, as that's going to be turned over. Here's Woodworth now. Woodworth up for Andrews. Andrews will get the puck and immediately fire it inside the zone. Puck is bouncing. Woodworth looking for it. Comes free on the wall. Andrews will work it into the corner. It's going to come free off the boards. Here's Thomas Barron. He'll play it in deep. Loose puck. It's going to be collected by Clark Cameron. As clearing attempts will go off the wall and all the way down the ice. McNaughton last touch on that one. Here's Thomas Barron now with 6 minutes to go in the first. Barron, number 6 for the Valley Jets, will start the rush himself from his own end. Barron trying to go wide at the blue line. He's met there by a good defensive stick by Lydia Gillen. Worked ahead. Amaral looking for that loose puck. It's going to come free for Gillen. Gillen will work it down low. It's going to go off the referee. He comes free in front as Galliot makes the save with a stick. Has worked towards the crease, but fought off by Barron in front. There's a one-timer. McNaughton makes the stick fall out of the Hale's hands as he blocks that shot with his twig. Cameron looking to hold the line. That's Clark Cameron. He'll play it in deep. Puck is bouncing off the wall. Amaro trying to fight out the defense as Andrews gets tangled up with Board down low. 2-on-2 ensues in the corner on the far side. Board works it free. Amaro looking for the loose puck. He's let the backhander go. Galley fights it off. Rebound in front. That will just sail wide at the rebound chance. No goal. It's a signal from the referee behind the net. Another battle for the loose puck as that's going to be worked ahead by Graves. Sawyer Graves finds Andrews. Here comes Landon Andrews. Makes a move at the blue line. Trying to go wide. Andrews backhander. That will not make its way on target. Here's Cooper Best. Holds the zone for a moment for the Valley, but quickly that will be cleared to center. That's going to be worked into the zone by Nathan Cameron. He has the puck. Centering pass will go off the side of the net. Looking to feed the man in the slot. Here's Best. Cooper Best up for Andrews. Andrews has 3 goals in the tournament. Won the night so far. So he'll flick it up and high. And that will hit the ceiling and stop play. With 4.5 to go. Shots are 9-4 in favor of Pictou County, but it's the Jets with the lead here in Berwick. They'll drop the puck in neutral ice, just outside the Jets zone on the near side. Once again, we just did this face-off a few moments ago. It's going to be won back by the Valley. Worked up ahead by Watts. Last man back is Robley for Pictou County as they're trying to clear the zone. It's going to make its way to the neutral ice. His best trying to work it back in deep, but he hits his teammate who is still offside, so that will stop play. They'll drop the puck this time in front of the Valley bench. Head coach Adam Varon looks on. And for the draw is Nathan Cameron. Puck is dropped as he opposed number 17, Edwin Varon, on that faceoff. There's Brooks now. Brooks looking ahead for Taylor. That will be out of his reach as he couldn't collect the pass. Chance of the way. Here comes Cameron. Nathan Cameron will try and work it towards the goal off the backhand. It's going to be fought off by Galley for the Valley. And he'll freeze play with the glove. .350 to go. Nathan Cameron will take the face-off. He's had a pretty impressive start, but actually, no, they're going to make a change. As will be Bond, who's also had a pretty good start up against Edwin Varon. Puck is dropped. One back. That's going to be intercepted by the Jets. Nice move by Woodworth to bank it to himself off the wall. Woodworth will play it towards the net. It's going to be kept out. Varon couldn't back on the rebound. One timer. Thomas Varon redirected. Rebound. Kept out. Oh, my. Desperation mode from Isaac Hayden. Keeps it out from his back with the glove. What a stop. He was down and out, it looked like, but he got the glove on the puck just in time. Still 1-0. Remember that save if the Crushers can come back and tie this game. Goal line stop from Isaac Hayden. Here's Thomas Varon up top. As Brooks couldn't make the play. It's going to come free for Zaxton Bond. Crushers looking to clear the zone. Kept in at the line. Sent back in deep. Looking to clear Pictou County. Here's Marchand. Looking to move it up the ice as he's met by Brennan Kidsman at the Jets blue line. That's going to be whistled down. Looks like we have a penalty on the play. Marchand heading to the box. Archer Marchand for hooking. Jets will have a look on the power play now, their first of the night. They scored a goal on the power play yesterday. Let's see what they can do here as Andrews will head to line up on left defense. Edwin Varon, Riker Slomwhite, Maverick Coleman, and Cooper Best out there for this power play for the Valley. Here's Andrews over to Best. Best on the far side wall will try and make a play. Back for Andrews. Andrews will walk it and shoot one low off the pad and rebound cleared away. Comes right back to Andrews. It's like a magnet sometimes to stick with the puck. It's going to be poked into the zone as Coleman forced to retreat as he's expecting a clear. Here's Bond. Zaxton Bond will make a move shorthanded, 1-on-3. Bond will play it behind the net. Bond trying to kill some clock on the penalty kill as Edwin Varon collects it down low. He'll start the rush for the Jets. Varon gets by the defender, Cameron, in the neutral ice. Varon still has the puck. Here comes Edwin Varon. Between the legs, almost pulled off a highlight reel goal. Here's Best on the backhand, scores! Cooper Best on the power play. Gets the goal. What a setup from Varon between the legs. Puck came free in front. And the Jets have 2 goals here in the first. A beautiful move from Varon on the initial chance. He went between the legs. Puck came free right in the slot, and Cooper Best found the loose change, cashes in to make it 2-0. A beautiful goal, and it's been great hockey so far in this one and all tournament long so far. Last game of the day here on the second day of the U13 AAA Provincials here in Berwick. Here come the Jets again. Taylor We'll try and work it ahead as that's going to be intercepted. McLeod will play it back for Asher Cochran. McLeod gets it back. Here comes Gabe McLeod, enters the zone in the middle. Shot from the rush will come off the shin pad and create a rebound as that will be cleared up towards the line. Here comes Bryce Taylor trying to get by the defender Nottler, but unable to do so as there's a spill in the middle of the ice. Puck comes free near the blue line. Here's Morris. That'll be played towards the opposite blue line. 1.5 to go in the period as Cameron, that is Nathan Cameron, he'll send it in deep. Amaro trying to center it in front, but right under the stick of Charlie Morris goes the puck off of that pass. Here's Hale up for Andrews. Landon Andrews makes a move. Here comes Andrews. Shot off the pad. Hayden makes the save, and another beautiful move by Landon Andrews, putting on a show here at home. Everyone came to see number 96 in green. He has the puck on his stick right now over to Thomas Varon. Varon will circle back in his own zone. Up the wall for Galliot. Galliot backhand pass. Here comes Slomwhite. Riker Slomwhite makes a move. Has a lane to the net. Slomwhite towards the goal. Kept out by Hayden. And he'll freeze play off the rebound with 50 seconds to go in the first period. Shots are now 10-10 as the Crushers had the shot lead at one point, but it's been all Valley here in the back half of this period. They have 2 goals so far, while the Crushers have yet to score. Puck is dropped. Sent out of the zone. Marchand trying to get there first. Has Best on him. Pass in front. That's going to go off the stick of Andrews and wide. Good back check from number 96, doing it on both sides of the ice. Here comes the Valley now. Slomwhite with 33 seconds to go. Enters the zone. Makes a spin move. That's going to cause him to go offside. It's a game of inches. It's all about timing, and that quick pump fake from Slomwhite at the blue line caused his teammate to go into the zone as he was expecting an entry right away. That's just the way hockey goes. It's a game of inches, as I just mentioned. And for the draw is Zaxton Bond up against Edwin Varon. Puck is dropped. Woodworth will work it ahead, right under the stick of Clark Cameron. Is Albie cleared down the ice? Will that be enough for icing? Yes, it will be. So another face-off all the way back down inside the Crusher zone. There will be no Zamboni flood in between the first and second period. We'll play another 15-minute period, and then after that, it'll be a intermission with the Zamboni flood in between the second and third. Another 15-minute period for the third period, and if the game is tied after the third period, it will end in a tie. We found that out the hard way last night when the Jets and Wings were tied at the buzzer. That game ended 3-3. Here's Brooks with 13 seconds to go. We'll try and work it in deep. It's going to be intercepted. Comes free for a moment. Cameron looking for it. That was Lucas Cameron. There's a shot from the distance from Barron. That will go wide. Here's Woodworth with less than 2 seconds to go now. And that will be it for the first. So the Valley Jets, the host team, have a 2-0 lead after 15 minutes of play. Landon Andrews had the first one. And then Cooper Best on the power play made it 2-0. Our coverage of the U13 AAA Provincials on Highline Sports will continue after the short intermission. We'll see you in a few moments. Welcome back inside the Apple Dome. It's 2-0 for the Jets here in Berwick against the Pictou County Crushers. The final game of Friday for the U13 AAA Provincials, hosted by the Valley Jets here at the Kings Mutual Center. Here comes Thomas Varon right off the hop. Shot will be gloved down by Hayden, who had to be sharp in the opening frame. Isaac Hayden. A lot was thrown at him by the red hot Valley offense. A couple of great saves from Kaiser Caden, but he let two go by him. Two beautiful goals. As Barron will take the face-off against Nathan Cameron. Puck is dropped. So we're 10 seconds in now to the second period. Here's Andrews on the back door that will go off the side of the net. There's Cameron. Nathan Cameron will flick one through center, looking for the bounce to McLeod, but that's going to be played by Barron. That's Thomas Barron. A lot of similar last names on both sides. And by similar, I mean the same, so you know what I meant. Here's McLeod. Up for Nottler. Nottler will work it ahead. It's going to come free for Brooks. Brooks will try and clear out the wall. It's going to be gloved down. Kept in. Here's McLeod. Can't get by the defense as Nottler will work it in deep. Here's Maverick Coleman. Up for Andrews. Landon Andrews, number 96, scored a beautiful goal. He has 3 in the tournament so far. So let a shot go from distance. That will go wide. Here's Marchand, right in front of the Jets bench, looking to make a play. As Barron collects the puck, pass in front, looking for Andrews, as that will be out of his reach as he was tangled up in front by Clark Cameron. There's a battle on the near side wall. It's going to come free. Here's Taylor. He'll go up for Slomwhite on the opposite side, across the ice. Slomwhite back for Cooper Best. Best scored the second goal of the game on the power play. He'll play it over. There's Taylor. Sent up for Riker Slomwhite. Slomwhite will play it through the center of the ice, but it's going to be batted out of midair, and that will make it the puck go offside, or the Jets go offside, I guess. Good hand-eye coordination from Seth Robley. Not sure if he plays baseball, but maybe he should consider it with hand-eye coordination like that. 13:32 to go in this 15-minute second period. So just about a minute and a half is gone. Here's Best. He'll flick it towards the corner. It's going to be picked up. Here's Robley. Robley will work it up the wall. Marchand looking to clear. There's Bond. Bond up for Cameron. Here comes Lucas Cameron. Might have a step to the net, but good back check from Best. Comes free again. Cameron has the puck, but Landon Andrews on the back check recollects it. Up for Slomwhite. Slomwhite can't get by the defense of the blue line. It's going to come free as the green band from the referee falls off. Not sure what that is. That might be a noisemaker. Either way, it was thrown back into the Valley bench. It's going to be offside at the line. Not sure if you saw that green object on the ice there. It was thrown inside the Valley bench. As there it is right there in the hands of Emily Lunn. So face-off will be just outside the Valley zone on the near side. Board will take it for the Pictou County Crushers against Sawyer Grays. We'll have to redo the face-off. Just inside the first 2 minutes of the second. It's ready to go now for the draw. Puck is dropped. It's going to be sent into the zone by Bozen. Back to collect the puck for the Valley is Kinsman. It's going to be captain of the line. Shot will make its way on goal. Rebounds there. They score. Julian Amaro cashes in off the rebound. And the Pictou County Crushers have life here in Berwick. It's 2-1. Nobody was there to guard number 11 on the back door. Amaro, he made no mistake. He had plenty of net to shoot at. Not much tape on his stick, but he has a goal in this one. So Crushers get back within one. Amaro on the back door. That's going to be played out of midair with a high stick, which will cause a whistle. Hope you're enjoying the coverage so far. We've had every game for free on YouTube, and we'll continue to do so all weekend long for this U13 AAA Provincials. Puck is dropped. Here's Thomas Varon. Varon will take the puck behind his own net, looking to get by the forecheck, puts the brakes on behind the net. Played up the wall. It's going to be kept in once again by Pictou County. Played back into the zone by Gillen. Here's Amaro, who just scored the goal. He'll take a spill along the wall. Here comes Edwin Varon with the puck. Might be a 2-on-1. Varon will make a pass in front. Kept out. Oh my goodness, what a save. Kaiser Hayden on the goal line. Reaches out with the stick. That's as close gets. It's still 2-1. Isaac Hayden having a great performance tonight so far in the Pictou County crease. What a save with the twig. So that's going to be one back out the ensuing faceoff. Here's Maverick Coleman. He'll play it in deep. It's going to come free. Here comes Nathan Cameron. Up ahead from McLeod, but he'll get poked off with a puck in neutral ice. Edwin Varon collects it as Morris goes over to Coleman on the D-to-D pass on the ringette line. Coleman forced back deep into his zone as he'll play back for Morse. Kind of clear, kept in off of a shin pad from Archer Marchand. McLeod looking to work it down low. Comes free for Maverick Coleman. Coleman out of the corner. It's going to come free in front. There's a chance up high. Shot is on from number 18. That's McNaughton, but his shot got blocked. Comes free in the corner. Here's Cameron and Nathan Cameron back up top for McNaughton. He'll corral the loose puck and shoot one that will go in the corner. Here's Clark Cameron. Finds Nathan Cameron down low. Shot, rebound kept out, and that will be cleared away. A couple good chances for Pictou County as all of a sudden they have the momentum in this game. That would be an icing call against the Valley. So the Crushers pressing hard. Shots are now 13-13, so it's been back and forth. Both teams have seemed to take control of the momentum at points of the game, and right now it's in the hands of Pictou County. Let's see what they can do with it here. Here's Bond in for the draw against Slomwhite. It's going to be one to the wall by the Crushers inside the offensive zone as Slomwhite finds a loose puck. Looking for Best, but he can't reach it. Lucas Cameron will take a hit in the corner. No call on the play. Referee was right there. He saw the whole thing. Here's Cochran. Up for Bond. He'll deflect a pass up for Marchand. That'll be offside at the line. So face-off will be in front of the Pictou County Crushers bench. Adam Cochran, the head coach for the Crushers. As here is number 8, Cochran. Not sure if they're related. Asher Cochran. I'm sure that might be his dad. I don't know. I'm sure someone will tell me eventually. It's going to come free as Lucas Cameron loses his stick at the blue line. Valley is offside. Here's a D-to-D pass as Cochran. That's going to be intercepted by Cooper Best. Best has the game-winning goal as it stands as of right now. Up for Slomwhite. Riker Slomwhite will make a move. Can't get by the skate. Rebound comes free for Andrews. Let a one-timer go. Puck is bouncing in the slot. Here comes Bond. Saxton Bond has Lucas Cameron with them. Bond still has it, trying to get by the defender with a toe drag, but will be played out of the zone as that will bounce through the defender at the blue line. That is Gillen. So there's a collision at center ice. Here's Bond, plays it over. Here's a shot on, scores! Lydia Gillen ties the game for Pictou County. She shoots, she scores. Gillen with the tying goal. That's a huge, huge marker for the Crushers. They have come all the way back from down by a pair. It is all square, just as we started. 9:52 to go in the second. What a game it has been so far. As Varon looking to clear out of the zone. So we talked about the momentum and those swings. The Crushers with 2 straight goals. They have taken over all the mojo inside the rink right now. Here's Hale as Gillian will work it back off the wall. Comes free. Hale gets it back. Trying to get by the defender. McNaughton takes him down. McNaughton will flick one through center. That's going to get by Varon. Thomas Varon out of the corner. Put the brakes on. We'll try and get by the forechecker, Reese Board. There's a shot from Cameron, redirected by Board in front. That's going to be kept out by Jace Galley. Kept in at the line by Robley for Pictou County as they'll get the puck right back on his stick and shoot it towards the goal again. It's going to be clear to the line. That will just escape the zone. Here's Cameron. Shot from distance will go wide of the net. That was Clark Cameron. Valley gets it. They'll flick it up and high. Picked off by Cochran on the red line. Cochran will play it back in deep, so keeping it simple. The Pictou County Crushers just dump and chase and go get the puck on the forecheck as they just got the puck on the forecheck, but they turn it over. Here comes Bryce Taylor. Taylor trying to get by the defenders 1-on-3, but he gets poked out. The puck is going to get a penalty on the play. Let's see what the call is here. McLeod heads right to the box, so he will take the penalty. Head contact is signal, I believe. Let's see if it's a double or a single minor. So just 2 minutes for head contact, so that momentum could go back inside the Jets' hands here. Let's see what they can do with this power play. As they are now in a tie game after having a 2-goal lead destroyed. Varon versus Nathan Cameron for the face-off. That's Edwin Varon. As Thomas Varon out there as well with Edwin. Landon Andrews on the point. Bryce Brooks on the right wing, and on the other side is Ashton Watts. Puck is dropped. Sorry, that's Taylor, number 26, not 25, Bryce Taylor. So he's out there for the power play. Here's Brooks. Pass across, finds Taylor. Over to Andrews. Here's Landon Andrews. Up for Taylor, the top of the zone. Taylor back for Andrews on the far side half wall. Look like the puck. Play the corner for Varon. That's Edwin Varon. Shot from Andrews from distance. Going to be fought off by Hayden. They'll make its way back to the point. Here's Andrews. Andrews, nice patience up top. Gets by Bond. Drops it off. Here's Edwin Varon. Varon will hesitate and try and bait the defender, but no budges there on the top of the zone. Here's a pass for Andrews in space. He'll shoot it on, and he scores! Landon Andrews scores in the power play. This guy is automatic. His second 2-goal performance of the tournament. 4th overall. Number 96 continues his hot start to provincials. And he has just given his team the lead. So that momentum back in the hands of the Valley. Landon Andrews, you can't give him too much space. He walked right in and sniped one past Hayden. Jets lead again here in Berwick. What a game it has been. Zalby played in the zone. Here's Maverick Coleman. Coleman looking to start the rush. It's going to be kept in by Gillen. She'll reach out to try and hold the zone. Morse up towards the blue line, sent to center. It's going to be played back into the zone. Here's Coleman. Sends it over. Pass up ahead. Here comes Thomas Varon through center. Varon trying to go wide as he's defended off the puck by Gillen. As here comes Edwin Varon towards the net. Shot up high. Hits the post. That one stays out. It's still 3-2. Here's Brooks with the ensuing shot at the rebound. That's going to be gloved down. It'll come free. Centering pass will go off a skate looking in front for the teammate. That was Woodworth. 7 minutes to go now in the second. We're approaching the halfway mark. As there's a shot. It's going to be fought off as actually we're past the halfway mark. 7.5 would be the halfway mark of the game, as that's going to be cleared down the ice out the broken stick, and that will be a whistle. Momentum, 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 a big factor. As the Crushers took over a few moments ago, but then they took a penalty. The Jets power play cashed in thanks to Landon Andrews, who's back out there for this faceoff. Slom White in against Nathan Cameron. Cameron has taken what seems like every faceoff for the Pictou County Crushers tonight. It's going to be one back, kept in at the line, glove down. Here's Andrews. Andrews will lose the puck as he's defended. There's nearly a turnover off the pass across, but no foul. Here's Cooper Best in neutral ice. Best has a goal in this game as he gets fought off the puck by Clark Cameron. Here come the Crushers looking to work into the zone. That's Charlie Nottler. That's going to be whistled down for the offside at the line. 6:18 to go. Shots are now 18-15 for the Jets. So they have a 3-shot lead and a 1-goal lead as well. Slom White will take the face-off against guess who? Nathan Cameron for Pictou County. He seems to be the go-to guy in the dot for the Crushers. It's going to be one back. He's doing a good job in the dot. Here's Cameron. Clark Cameron will work it into the zone. That's going to be whistled down. Penalty on the play. It'll go against the Valley. Interference is the signal from the referee at center ice. So let's see if the momentum will fall back into the lap of the Crushers. Sawyer Graves will be the penalized player for the Valley. Clark Cameron out there with Kellen McNaughton, Nathan Cameron, Gabe McLeod, and Zaxton Bond. Nathan Cameron has played seemingly this whole game, it feels like. He's taken pretty much every face-off. Let's see what this Crushers power play can do. Puck is dropped. One back. Here is Clark Cameron. We'll try and work it in deep. Comes free on the goal line. Nice move by Nathan Cameron out of the corner. Up top, here's Clark Cameron. Cameron's shot will go into the glove of Galley. No freeze play. 13 seconds into the power play. Less than 6 minutes to go in the second. A great crowd on hand to witness some great hockey here in Berwick. Nathan Cameron, another face-off for him. Against Riker Slomwhite this time. Puck is dropped. One back. Here's Nathan Cameron. Another face-off win for Cameron. His shot will go off a skate and wide in the corner. Here's Nathan Cameron. Down low for McLeod. McLeod will work it out of the corner. Nice toe drag to free himself up. McLeod, pass across. Here's Clark Cameron. Shot at the pad. Rebound save for Nathan Cameron. Trying to jam it through as he'll spin through the wall. That's going to be cleared down the ice. That gets by Clark Cameron at the blue line. A conundrum of Camerons out there, making it hard for me to keep track of who's who. Here's Kellen McNaughton, the captain, into the zone, through the middle. McNaughton next goes through the slot as he'll lose his footing in the slot. That's going to be a penalty. Interference to call. So 5-on-3 for Pictou County. A great chance for them to tie the game. And Nathan Cameron will remain out there. A minute and 8 seconds of 5-on-3 time for the Crushers. Cameron out there with Bonds, Cochran. Looks like Robley and McLeod as well. As there'll be Watts, Best, and Edwin Varon trying to defend this 5-on-3 penalty kill. Here's McLeod. Has a puck. Pass towards the middle, looking for Cameron. Of course, that's Nathan Cameron, the only Cameron on the ice right now. Here's Robley up top for Cochran. Sends a pass over, fanned on by Bond. That will make its way to the corner. Rebound collected. Here's McLeod. McLeod up top. Finds Robley. Robley will walk to the middle. Finds Nathan Cameron. Cameron, Cochran. Shot will go off the helmet of the netminder, and that will stop play. I believe the referee might have lost sight of the puck. 35 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Cameron and McLeod still out there. Cochran, Bonds, and Robley as well. I honestly don't think Nathan Cameron has come off the ice in the second period. There's Cochran. There's a down low for Nathan Cameron. Cameron passing for the slot that will get by everybody, and that will make its way all the way down the ice. As Hayden fans on it, but that will just make its way behind the net. There's Robley. Seth Robley will weave his way through center. Still 10 seconds of 5-on-3 time, so they got to hurry to set up on the offensive side. Here's Robley. Up top for McLeod. McLeod will make his way to the corner now behind the net. McLeod looking for a lane. As it's now a 5-on-4 penalty, player out of the box. So right into the action is Sawyer Graves. It's going to come free. Here comes Edwin Varon. Varon with 4 minutes to go in the second. 40 seconds to go on the Jets penalty. That will come free out the back check. Here comes Nathan Cameron. Cameron will take it wide, enters the zone. Cameron puts the brakes on, looking to make a play. You got to think he's pretty tired out there considering his ice time right now. That will come free on the opposite wall. Here's Bosin. Play down low. Here's McLeod. You got to think he's tired too. Pretty long shift for him. We'll find Nathan Cameron down low. Pass in front is going to come free in the crease, but played behind the net. Cameron. The puck has been on his stick all night. Up top, here's Gillen. Plays it over on the D-to-D pass. There's a shot from distance from Bosin. Blocked by Riker Slomwhite. 4 seconds to go in the power play. Puck comes free behind the net as we're back to 5 apiece. A huge kill for the Jets. They still have a 1-goal lead here in the second. Puck comes free. Here's Zaxton Bond. Centering pass will go off a body. Doesn't make its way to the front of the net. Bond plays it up top. Here's Boston. He'll drag and shoot one up high. That will deflect wide of the net. That will be cleared down the ice. Here's Bond. As McLeod will head to the bench for a change. So him and the turnover. Here comes Slomwhite the other way. Riker Slomwhite in the backhand. Scores! Riker Slomwhite makes the move. Beats Hayden off the backhand goal. Just gets enough to cross the goal line. 4-2 is the score now. A big penalty kill for the Jets, and they come right back down and score on the 5-on-5. 2:43 to go. It's a 2-goal lead once more for the Valley. Puck is dropped at center. One back. Here's Best as a goal in this game. Over to Maverick Coleman. He loses the puck as he fans on it. Here comes Amaro out the turnover. Amaro will try and make a play off the wall. Cameron trying to work it towards the net. That's Clark Cameron. As Taylor collects the pass. Might be a 2-on-1. Here comes Bryce Taylor. Works it wide towards the front of the net for Brooks. Will hesitate and shoot one. He scores! 2 quick ones for the Valley. As the Apple Dome has just exploded. It's 5-2. Bryce Brooks cashes it in. Great feed on the 2-on-1 from Bryce Taylor. 2 quick ones for the Jets. They have 5 overall. They lead by 3. Momentum definitely back on their side as here's Varon looking to get by the defender. Here's Amaro. Amaro will put a move on and shoot one towards the goal as Best gets a stick on it, which prevents it from going on net. That'll get past the defender at the blue line. That was Robley. That will make its way all the way down. Here's Clark Cameron back to retrieve it. Cameron leaves it for McNaughton. McNaughton up ahead out of the reach of Amaro. Here's Coleman now. He'll flick it up and high. Finds Taylor. That will bounce off of his stick. Amaro finds out the pass from Lucas Cameron. Here's Best. Up the wall looking for Landon Andrews. Cooper Best collects it now. Best up for Riker Slomwhite, who just scored in the breakaway a few goals ago. So it was all Edwin Varon and Landon Andrews in the first game, but now the Jets are flexing their depth here. Here's Cameron's shot that will be fought off by Hayden. Or sorry, that's Galley. Here's Slomwhite. Pass across. Can be picked up on the backhand by Galliot, but he couldn't enter the zone cleanly. Forced to go back onside. Here's Robley. Seth Robley will weave his way through center as we're inside the last minute of play in the second. Here's a shot off the rush that will go wide of the net. As Bond finds out the turnover, Bond will work it down low as he was looking in front for Marchand. Kept in at the line. Here's Robley. Robley's shot will be blocked on its way through. Played up ahead. Here comes Landon Andrews. Andrews trying to make his way down the ice, but that'll be just played out of his reach by himself as Hayden fans on the playing the puck attempt as Andrews will bat it out of midair up for Best. Where Best shot from the blue line will go wide of the net. Battle for the puck out of the corner. Hale looking to dig it free. Has turned over from the Jets, played towards the net. It's a backhander glove down by Hayden. With 12 seconds to go, he'll freeze play. 21-19 of the shots now for the Valley. They have a 3-goal lead with just a few moments left in the second. Graves will oppose Nathan Cameron, who's back out there for the Crushers. Sorry, looks like Board will take the face-off instead. Puck dropped. Played the opposite wall at the face-off. McLeod looking to clear. McLeod, with just a few seconds left in the period, will slow things down. That's going to be flicked down the ice, and that will be the it for the period. So it's 5-2. An offensive surge in the second from the Jets. They'll take a 3-goal lead into the third. Zamboni will hit the ice For the intermission, you're tuning to High Bun Sports. Our coverage of the Nova Scotia Under-13 AAA Provincial Championship Tournament will continue after the intermission. Welcome back to the Apple capital of Nova Scotia. You're watching the Under-13 AAA Provincials here on High Button Sports. The final game of Day 2. Pool B action going on. As you might have just saw on your screen, the Jets and the Crushers sitting at 3rd and 4th in the pool, looking to advance, as it's only the top 2 teams after 3 games who advance to Sunday semifinal. It is currently 5-2 for the Valley Jets, the host team of the tournament. Landon Andrews and Cooper Best scored in the first period, then 2 goals from the Crushers in succession from Julian Amaro and Lydia Gillen, and then 3 in a row from Andrews again, and then Slom White and Bryce Brooks. That's where we stand so far. It's been a great game. It's been a great display of hockey so far this weekend. Let's see what the third period has in store for us here. Crushers have already came back from 2 goals this game. Let's see if they can surmount a 3-goal comeback. So we are underway live from the Kings Mutual Center in Berwick, Nova Scotia. The final period of play of Day 2. That's going to be worked out of the corner. Andrews is on hat-trick watch. Will play to the opposite wall. Picked up, sent back in deep by Coleman. As that'll come free. Played back in deep by Morse. Centering passing for Andrews. That will bounce through his stick. Chance the other way. From the Crushers, nice move, and here's a shot. It's going to be stopped by Galley as Asher Cochran almost went all the way there to start the scoring in the third, but Galley denies him with the pad. A beautiful opportunity there on the end-to-end rush as Maverick Coleman will collect the bouncing puck. Still some fresh ice out there after the Zamboni flood. That'll be worked ahead. McLeod inside of his own corner will play it over for Cameron. There's 3 Camerons on the Crushers. Taking that pass, number 14. That would be Clark Cameron. There's also Nathan Cameron, number 7, and Lucas Cameron, number 15. And that's going to be worked through center. Nathan Cameron can't collect the bouncing puck. Here comes Slom White, but good back check from McNaughton will prevent a scoring chance for the Valley. Sent off the wall, kept in for a moment by Marchand, as that's going to be slapped down the ice by Cooper Best. And will that be enough for icing? Yes, it will be. Shots 22-20 as it stands right now for the Valley. They have a great crowd on hand to support them tonight. It was a great one yesterday as well. Everyone in the Annapolis Valley, it seems like, is here to witness some great hockey. So drop the puck to the blocker side of Galley inside the Valley zone. Puck is dropped, one back. Ozen looking for it. It's going to be kept in by Gillian. Lydia Gillen looking for the puck. She has a goal in this game. Here is Lydia Gillen. Pass towards the middle. That's going to bounce through the stick and out of the zone. As London Gillen, number 3, has the puck. She'll go back in at the wall. She finds Julian Amaro. Amaro has a goal. So does Gillian. She'll collect the pass. Here's Lydia Gillen. It's going to be worked towards the net. It's going to be play with a hand pass. That will stop play. Just inside the first 2 minutes of the third period. Bit of a slow pace to start the final frame. Might see a penalty in the play, and it will be, so Sawyer Graves heads to the box. Let's see what the call is. I not see a signal from the referees, but it will be a power play for the Crushers, who could definitely use a goal here. They're running out of time. They do not want to fall to 0-2, which would pretty much put an end to their championship hopes. So a comeback needs to happen for them, as there's a clearing attempt kept in by Bond, as they'll make its way to the wall. Chance for the Jets to send it down as Robley collects it. Neutral ice. Robley over to Cochran. Cochran through center, looking to find the stick of Nathan Cameron out of his reach. That's going to be attempted to be cleared, but kept in. Here's Cameron up top. Cochran will walk in and make a move. Cochran still has it as he gets his stick lifted near the corner, but able to work it down low. Lucas Cameron looking for the puck. Comes free for Nathan Cameron. Here's Cameron up top. DD pass from Cochran over to Robley. Robley will corral it and shoot one out the shin pad of Woodworth. Good job from him to get in front of that puck to block the shot. That's going to be flicked up and high out of the zone. Robley back to retrieve the puck. Still 1 minute and 5 seconds to go on the Crushers' power play. Here's Robley. Will circle back as he has Barron on the forecheck. Worked up for Cochran. There's Cameron. That was Lucas Cameron looking ahead for Nathan Cameron out of his reach. As Brooks takes over. Brooks will flip it in the zone. He's going to come free off the turnover. There's McNaughton up ahead. Finds Nathan Cameron. Cameron puts the brakes on looking for an option. Holds onto it. Down low. As Andrews fights him off the puck. It's going to come free. Varon looking to clear the zone with Thomas Varon. Thomas Varon will spin off the forecheck up for Brooks. Brooks with 20 seconds to go. The penalty. Here comes Andrews. Landed Andrews shorthanded. It's all alone. Andrews scores! Hat-trick goal! Landon Andrews! You just can't stop. Number 96 in green. He has 3 goals tonight. 5 overall in the tournament. He is red hot for the Valley. Shorthanded goal. Makes it 6-2. What a burst of speed from number 96, Landon Andrews. Putting on an absolute clinic here in this tournament. 5 goals for the Jet Sniper. 3 tonight. It is 6-2. As Bozen will work it across. Back to 5 apiece. Here's Lydia Gillen. She'll drop it off. Its shot will go off a shin pad. Rebound came loose in front as Gillen looking to center that puck. Kept in by Board. It's going to come free down low. Here's Thomas Varon up for Brooks. Bryce Brooks can't clear. Kept in. Played back in the corner. As Kinsman will try and work up the wall. Board loses the puck as Brooks gets it back. Makes a move off the wall. Looking ahead. But out of the reach of Sawyer Graves. Here's Kinsman. Over to Thomas Varon. It was a bit out of gas. You can tell he couldn't accept that pass. Comes free, neutral ice. Here comes Cochran. Can't get the puck in deep. Puck is bouncing in the neutral zone. Comes free. Here's Bryce Taylor. Taylor's shot. This goes up and high over the net. As we're 5 minutes in now to the third period. Here's Marchand. Can't get by the defensive stick of Charlie Morrison. Neutral ice. That'll make its way to the wall inside the Jet zone. Comes free. Here's Robley. Puck bounced off of his stick. Marchand collects a loose puck. Marchand towards the net. Here's a nice move in front from Bond, but he couldn't get that one on net as he pulled the trigger, but couldn't hit the target. Nearly turned over at the line, but Bond holds it in. It's going to be played up by Taylor out of the zone. Cochran sends it over for Robley. Back for Cochran. Cochran to the middle of the ice. It's going to bounce its way into the zone. As Archer Marchand gets there first to negate the icing call. Comes free down low. Here's Maverick Coleman. Coleman will flick it up and high. That will bounce off the glass. Comes free at center. Slom White sends it back towards his zone for Morris. Morris over to Coleman. Turned over. Chance in front for Cameron. That's Lucas Cameron, but he couldn't make the play in tight. There is Lucas Cameron trying to get by the body of Coleman. Comes free up top. It's a one-timer up high. That will just go over the net. As Clark Cameron let that one go. Mentioned before, Clark Cameron's brother Jack, a big member of the Weeks Majors. He is set to be drafted in the first round of the QMJHL draft in June over in Halifax. Here's Slom White. Riker Slom White will go across the ice, picked up by Best. Cooper Best up for Galliot. That's out of his reach, so he couldn't accept the pass. Here's McNaughton. Over to Clark Cameron. Cameron up the ice as McLeod takes the pass inside his own zone. McLeod trying to get by Edwin Varon. Nice escape move. But that will be turned over. Comes free down low. There's McNaughton. He'll play it up the wall off the rim, and that will make its way all the way down. And that will be icing. 8:04 remaining in the third. A raucous Berwick crowd is watching a great display from the host team. The Valley Jets have a 4-goal lead. Shots are now 23-21 in favor of the Valley. Landon Andrews has 3 of the 6 Valley goals tonight, 5 overall in the tournament. There is nobody with more goals than him at Provincials as it stands. Puck is dropped. One back. Here's Best. He'll make a move at the blue line and shoot one. It's going to be stopped. Rebounds there. Hayden down, but he makes the play and he'll freeze the puck with his glove. You can't fault the Pictou County Crushers netminder. He's made plenty of highlight reel saves, that being Isaac Hayden, but the Jets' offense a bit too powerful for Pictou County right now. Varon against Cameron for the faceoff. It's going to be one, and Galliot will let a shot go, and he scores, and that will make it 7-2. So just as I was praising the netminder, that one will squeak by him. It's Galliot with the goal. Number 12, Judson Galliot, makes it a 5-goal lead now. About 8 minutes to go. Pictou County running out of time. They've just surrendered another goal, so it makes it even harder for them to come back in this game. They're now down 7-2 on the 25th shot on goal for the Valley Jets. Play to the line is Bod's, shot will go up and high. It's going to be played back in deep. Comes free out of the corner as Varon. It's going to be collected by Robley. Sent up the wall and chipped into the zone. Here's Thomas Varon. Plays it over for Kinsman. Picked up by Edmund Varon. Trying to get by Bond as there's a collision on the wall. Here comes Zaxton Bond. Enters the zone with a nice move on the near side. Bond still has it. Will work it towards the corner. Bond looking for an option up high as he's fought out by Thomas Varon. Down low. Comes free. Robley up top now. Will slap it off the rim play. Comes fairly corner. Nice move and a good attempt from Amaro looking for her second of the game. It just goes up and high as a rebound sent on net. Fought out by the Powder Galley. Down low. Here's Kinsman. Towards the line as Robley couldn't hold the zone. As here's Hale. We'll work it in deep. Bond gets back to retrieve the puck. Bond looking for Cochran out of his reach. Amaro collects it off the wall. Amaro kept in by Coleman. Shot will go wide and in the corner. Looking to clear is Pictou County. That will make its way past the blue line as Morse collects it. Morse will fire it back towards the other side as Graves finds it. He'll play it for Coleman. Over to Taylor. Taylor will flick it into the zone. 6 minutes to go now in the third. Comes free for Bond. There's Zaxton Bond across the ice as that will bounce out the backhand of Marchand. Comes free at the blue line, sent in deep by Graves. He'll peel off for a change. Here is Cochran. Asher Cochran looking for Bond. Finds Marchand instead. Marchand will get the red line and play it into the opposite corner on the dump in. Riker Slomwhite collects the puck off the bounce off the M wall. Inside his own zone is Slomwhite. He'll play it through the middle. Picked off. Here's Nathan Cameron. Cameron will work it wide. Play it towards the goal. He'll go skate the stick down low. Cameron puts the brakes on, looking for an option. Still has it. There's a wraparound chance shot on the shoulder as Galley makes a save. Here's Morse. Morse trying to clear. Sends it up ahead, and clear attempt will be fanned on by Bryce Taylor, but second attempt will be successful. Slomwhite collects the pass on the opposite side as he'll try to make a move 1-on-4 as his teammates were changing, but it's going to be picked off. Here's Nathan Cameron with the puck. Enters the zone. That's going to be offside. That will stop play. Just inside 5 minutes to go now in the third. It is a 5-goal lead for the Valley. 7-2 is the score. This is the final game of day 2 of the under-13 AAA Provincials here in Berwick, Nova Scotia. All these teams are trying to punch their ticket to Atlantics, which will be in Halifax, hosted by the Hawks at the new Dalhousie rink, which I forgot the name of because it's so new. I haven't even stepped inside there yet. Cooper Best make the play up ahead for Andrews, has a hat trick tonight. It's going to be turned over. Here comes Clark Cameron. Cameron can't get by the back check of Andrews, who's doing it on both sides of the ice, as I mentioned before. Best collects it off the wall for Slomwhite. Pass for Brooks. Here comes Bryce Brooks, trying to work it in the zone, but he can't get by the stick of Clark Cameron. McLeod finds it on the wall, get pinned to the boards, just in front of the Pictou County Crushers bench as Adam Cochran looks on, the head coach of the team. Pounding the play. That's going to be whistled down with 4:10 to go. As McLeod in frustration will head to the box. I believe roughing was the call. A chance for the Jets power play. They'll send out Andrews, Brooks, Slomwhite, Best, and Watts. Andrews will man the point. On his one-timer side, puck is dropped. Play to the corner. Watts for Slomwhite, back for Watts. The top of the zone now. Here's Best, fakes the slap shot, plays over Landon Andrews. Andrews' shot will make its way through the screen, but fought off by Hayden. As there's a collision down low, that's going to drop. Penalty rebound. No goal. That puck went in, but off the delayed call. So it will be 4-on-4. Andrews takes an offensive foul inside of the zone. He's all over the score sheet tonight. So it'll be 1 minute and 41 seconds of 4-on-4, followed by a 19-second power play for the Pictou County Crushers. Puck dropped as Cooper Best collects it, makes a move in front of his own net. Here comes Best. Has the puck on his stick. Cooper Best will work it wide. So towards the goal that will go through the blue paint and wide. Here's Slomwhite, takes the pass, gets it back, and another return feeder. Slomwhite shot up high. That will graze off the crossbar. That was labeled for the top shelf, but inches away from the twine. Still a 7-2 score here late in the third. This home crowd still in attendance, witnessing their team approaching their first win of the tournament as Hayden will be forced to adjust his equipment. Take a look at the tournament leaders at the first day of the tournament. Andrews had 2 goals. Ben Remmer a goal and assist. Evander Gugu-Levi goal and assist as well. Udall and Kostopoulos for Halifax both have a pair of assists, and Max Guthrow had 2 apples as well. That was after the first game, or the first day, excuse me. A lot has changed since then. Currently, the Sackville Flyers are in first place of Pool A. The Tassa Ducks are in second place, holding the last playoff spot. They just defeated the Cape Breton County Islanders in the previous game, right before this one. Western Hurricanes are 0-2. So it's still lots to be decided, still lots up in the air to try and determine who will advance to Sunday semifinals. Jets with a win could boost themselves to first place in Pool B, but still a few moments to go in this game. As that will be played down the ice. Still 4-on-4 for the next 58 seconds. Bond will draw in for the face-off for the Crushers inside the offensive zone. There's a shot at the face-off from Bond, and that will be whistled down prematurely. Referee lost sight of the puck, which will stop play. I'd like to mention our tournament sponsors, RBC, Cavendish, Hockey Nova Scotia, Turner Concrete, TD Hockey Development, and the Keddy Bros Limited. Thank you for those generous sponsors for providing some great hockey here in the Apple capital. Here's Bond as blowing a tire. The neutral ice was Robley. That'll be sent back in deep. Here's Thomas Varon. Varon up for Edwin Varon. Here comes Edwin Varon. Will make a move. Trying to get by Cochran. 2.5 to go in the third. Still 4-on-4 for the next 20 seconds. There's a shot from distance. It's going to be fought off by Hayden. He'll cover the rebound as well. So here's a better look at the Pool B standings, as I just mentioned. So as of right now, the Wings are in first place, but a Jets win with their goal differential could propel them over Cole Harbour. As that will be worked into the corner. McNaughton across the ice, picked up. Here comes Nathan Cameron. Cameron puts the brakes on in the corner, as it is now a brief Crushers power play. There's a shot from distance from Cameron. That's going to not make its way on net as Thomas Varon collects the rebound, looking to clear. The puck was in his feet as he was able to maintain possession. Varon looking to work it ahead as Nathan Cameron falls down. As we're back to 5 apiece. Inside 2 minutes to go now in the third. Battle down low as Nathan Cameron can't get worked out the puck with the body check. There's a few bodies piling up along the wall. That's going to make its way free, rimmed around to the opposite side. Chipped up and into the zone. Here comes Taylor looking for the loose puck, but McNaughton will steer that in the corner. Here's Kellen McNaughton. That'll make its way free for Graves on the opposite side as they worked back in deep by Morris. McNaughton trying to fight off the forecheck. It's going to be kept in the offensive side for the Valley. There's Taylor at the top of the zone. Sends it over for Maverick Coleman. Coleman shot low. Comes free. Rebound. Sent just wide out the backhander. Approaching the last minute of play. And we are now inside the final 60. There's a chance for Marchand for the partial breakaway. If he gets there first, Marchand will try and poke it past Coleman, but Maverick Coleman with a burst of speed to get back on defense prevents a possible breakaway. As Morris looking to advance the puck, is going to come free on the other side. Poked free. Here's Nathan Cameron. With less than 40 seconds to go, Cameron battling down low as he'll get taken down by Graves. Clear down the ice, and that will be a whistle. With 26.7 seconds to go. Looks like the Jets are going to win this game. So they will take top spot in Pool B heading into the final day of round robin tomorrow. Them and Cole Harbour in the 2 playoff spots right now as it stands for Pool B. And there's a shot up high that will go over the net. And right on the other side in Pool A, it's Sackville and Tassa. It's going to come free in the corner. Inside 10 seconds to go. And the clock will run out. So the Jets get the win here in front of their home crowd. They move to the top spot of the pool. It's their home side cheering them on the whole way. And that will conclude our coverage of day 2 here in Berwick. We'll stay on the air for the player of the game ceremony. Final shots were 27-24 for the Valley. We'll wait and see who gets player of the game. So Andrews with a hat-trick goal. 3 goals. Bryce Brooks, goal and assist. 2 apples for Edwin Varon. A lot of balanced scoring on the Valley side. A lot of players with single points. It was Lydia Gillen and Julian Amaro who both scored for the Crushers. As Bond for Pictou County will get the POG. Let's see who gets it on the Jets side. It was Varon who got it yesterday, and I got to assume it'll be Andrews this time. And there it is. So Landon Andrews, with a hat-trick performance, awarded Player of the Game. And that's going to do it for our coverage tonight. Once again, thank you so much for watching. This has been a High Button Sports production of the U13 AAA Provincials. As we have a full slate of Saturday action tomorrow, including the skills competition, and they'll also be awarding the tournament awards. Crowd's starting to pile out here as we'll take a look at what's to come for tomorrow. So at 9 a.m. bright and early, the Crushers will be back in action against the Clarabelle Wings. Wings won their game today. Later on at 11 a.m., it will be the Ducks versus the Western Hurricanes. 1 o'clock, it'll be Sackville, the leader after day one, only team undefeated, will face off against the Cape Breton County Islanders. And then to finish off the games, there'll be a big matchup between the Halifax Hawks and the Valley Jets. And then there'll be a skills competition at 5 o'clock. And then 2 hours later, they will award the tournament awards. And then at that point, we will know who will be in the semifinals on Sunday morning. So thank you so much for watching today's coverage. Super excited to be back tomorrow, but for now, we'll say sayonara from the Apple Dome. Thanks again for watching. We will see you bright and early tomorrow